Hi, my name's Steph Johnson and I'm your Vice President for Welfare and Representation, and I'm just making a really quick video to introduce a new officer position that we have at the moment, the BAME, Black Asian Minority Ethnic Officer. This is a part-time role and it's voluntary. We're looking for really passionate individuals that really want to make a difference, create change on campus, and really make a positive influence on the student experience that BAME students have. So let's kick off really quickly. The only kind of rule about who can and can't run, you must self-define as a Black, Asian or minority ethnic student to run for the BAME officer position. The reason for this is that as a BAME student, you'll have a better understanding of the issues that BAME students face. Also, when you're kind of out campaigning and making demands on behalf of students, your voice will have a bit more authority behind it because you will have had those experiences yourself. So, kind of the role, what does the role itself entail? Well, if we come down here first and foremost, all of the part-time officers are there to campaign. You're there to make a real difference to the students on campus. On here I've just got a couple of examples of campaigns that BAME has done in the past in Reading, and they're national campaigns as well. So it's looking at hate crime in and around the Reading area, but also kind of on a national scale. Does it happen here? How often does it happen? Is it something that you've potentially experienced and you'd like to campaign against, educate people about why, what hate crime is, why it's so bad? Also anti-racism and anti-fascism campaigning. The EDL before, which is the English Defence League, have been active in Reading in the past, and this is something that BAME has kind of stepped up to. Then moving across from that, we've got events. Part of the BAME officer role is really about celebrating the diversity of the students that we have in Reading. So what we've got here is just a few different things that have been done in the past. Black History Month, having events organised for that. One World Week, which is about celebrating the diversity of cultures that we've got in the student body, and then things like Holocaust Memorial Day is really about kind of what interests you, what drives you and kind of makes you passionate. But it's also about working with different societies, different groups on campus about what they'd like to do and kind of helping them. And then moving up here as well, finally, we've got strategic direction. That kind of falls both with the university and the students' union. In the union, you have a really strong voice, and you'll be the one directing policy. You'll be the ones putting campaigns into student voice, putting policies in that really make a difference to the student experience of BAME students. And in the university, quite frequently, your advice will be sought on what BAME students want from the university and what kind of policy should really be being set. Becoming a student officer really is your chance to create change and really make a difference on this campus for current students, but also for future students as well. RUSU puts a lot of time, effort and resource into training its part-time officers to make sure that they're able to do their jobs as effectively as possible. So this is kind of like we'll give you training right at the beginning. We'll also do a kind of year-round plan, but also kind of day-to-day stuff. So you're never kind of feeling like you're alone and you're the only one kind of doing it. So that's kind of it at the moment. If you like what you've heard in this video, then make sure you do go and have a think about it, nominate yourself to be the BAME officer. And you can really make a change. To nominate yourself, you need to go to www.rusu.co.uk/part-time officers. If you do have any more questions, then we're running an information workshop on Wednesday the 24th of January from 12:30 till 1:30 in the RUSU Boardroom. So do come along and ask some questions. We're going to have the National Black Students Campaign Officer down to speak to you as well. So that's kind of it. I hope you have a really good term, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.